always a Christian. My parents, they're not Christian. My mom's kind of on her way through my testimony and through what God's done in my life and through my history. But just to say that is that, you know, I'm just going to go right into it. You know, I used to do a lot of bad things. I used to cook crack cocaine in abandoned houses. I used to sell weed. I've been stabbed twice. I used to go around, I would carry brass knuckles in my pocket, you know, just for protection. And as I kind of showed the picture before, these are the kind of people I hung out with. You know, we carried guns. It was real serious, and you know, that's who I hung out with. And it was a sense of protection. It was a sense of you know, I wanted to be a part of something. I didn't know what. But I wanted that protection, I wanted that love, I wanted that feeling of acceptance. And it was kind of bad, but these kind of people, my old friends, this is who I hung out with. We'd go to parties, we'd roll up, you know, 30 deep, we'd have our guns, we'd have our drugs, we'd have girls. We would go in, if we didn't know you, we'd take everything. We'd take your drugs, we'd take your pills, we would take your video games, your DVDs, and it's not, I'm not saying this because it's something I'm proud of, but I'm saying it because it's something that I was a part of. But as to tie into the history, that is my history, that is my past. You know, but I'm not going to be a victim to my past. I'm not going to be remembered for that and for the things that I've done, because I've done a lot of bad things. But I'm here telling you guys, and the whole reason why I even do what I do is because if I can get one of you guys, I don't care who, some of you know me, some of you don't, but if I can get one of you not to have to go through the things that I went through, not having to go through getting shot at, stabbed, fighting all the time, getting jumped, running for your life, all that stuff, running from the cops, all those things, getting pulled out of class, getting checked for drugs every other day. If I can prevent you from doing that, then my job here is a success. And that's what I want more than anything, and that is my biggest prayer. And that's why I wanted to take full advantage of this opportunity, because I didn't grow up in a nice area. I didn't grow up having everything. And you know what? I want to tell you something, because this is the transitioning. This is my defining moment right here. I would wake up, you know, I would go to bed, and I know this is kind of just being real, but I go to bed with a different woman or a different girl every other weekend. I would have money in my pockets. I'd have new shoes on my feet. I had a nice car with big speakers. I had plenty of drugs. I had plenty of connections. I had plenty of friends. But you know what? At the end of the night, I still felt empty. I still felt alone. I still felt like what I was doing was nothing. And I didn't want to be like that. I didn't want to be one of those people that ended up, oh, just another statistic, or some dude that got shot in the corner and ended up on a t-shirt. That's ridiculous. I didn't want that for my life. And God allowed someone to come into my life and to talk to me and to tell me about the man named Jesus Christ that loved me no matter what. No matter if I was a drug dealer, no matter if I was doing cocaine, no matter if I was using women and doing all that stuff at a young age. I'm 23 years old. Half the stuff that I did was your age. Selling stuff when I was 16, jumping people, robbing people when I was 17, 18. I know what it is. I know what you guys go through, and that's why I'm here. But you know what? Jesus, He died for me. He died for you. He died for your parents. He died for everyone on your block. And see, it doesn't end there, because you see those pictures and be like, oh, Mike, he was a bad dude. But look, there's so many other things that came out of it. And even though I felt empty when I found Jesus, He opened the door for me to come here. And I don't know if you have any of the actual good pictures, but that's me in the Bronx talking to over 100 kids right there, telling them about Jesus. See, I took my history and I made it His story. You can go to the next one. See, that's me. That's that drug dealer. That's that cokehead. That's that guy that was going around mobbing, doing stupid stuff right there. See, that is me, because I took my history, I took my past, and I turned it into His story. And you guys can do the same thing, because you guys, it doesn't matter where you're from. Mike, oh, I'm from the South Bronx. Oh, I'm from East New York. Oh, I'm from the dark side of Bed-Stuy. It doesn't matter where you're from, but you can turn your past, your history, into His story, and you can be something better. But listen, I'm going to finish with this. But But the thing is you guys have to want it. You have to want it. My parents weren't Christian. I didn't have people knocking on my doors. Hey, it's Mike from Yogi Bear. Come hang out. Oh, no, I had to do that. When I woke up and I was all coked out, when I was all high, when I was all hungover, I had to drive myself to church. I had to make that decision. And I trust and I know that because you guys are here right now, because you guys came on the bus, because most of you guys here are workers, you guys want that for your life, but you really have to want it. And you know what? People, they're not going to approve of it. All my friends, they weren't excited that I was going to church. They weren't excited that I was trying to do something better with my life. They were just hating, oh, if you take a hit of this blunt, you can have it. If you can drink, you can have the rest of this fifth. No, it's not like that. Whenever you're doing something great, people, it might even be your parents, they might not approve of it. They might give you a hard time. But don't give up and pray and get close to God and ask your Yogi Bear people and your captains for help, because you can be like me. Not saying I'm perfect now, but you can take your history, you can take your past and become his story. So, see, if you want to come up here, I want you guys to, if you guys want to make that decision, it's not easy. Like I said, people, they're not going to agree with it. People are not going to understand. But you know what? Let me tell you something. If you don't give up, at some point, only time will tell, and they'll have to respect you. You don't know how many people write me from prison, how many people that their life are a mess. Of my old friends, half my friends that were up there are either dead and in jail. It's just a sad fact. But the thing is the ones that are alive, the ones that are in prison, they write me, Mike, I hear what you're doing in New York. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what it is, but you're not here. You're not where I am. And if I had a second chance, if I could go back and redo whatever you did, I would do it. My friends on Facebook that hated what I did when I stopped selling drugs, when their lives are a mess, they come and they hit me up on Facebook and say, Mike, I wish I had a second chance. My life's a mess. I don't know what I'm doing. I need something. Help me. Pray for me. And see, at the beginning, all those people, they hated on me. They made fun of me. Oh, you're Reverend Mike. Oh, you think you're better than us? No, I'm not better than you, but I'm better than that. I'm better than Detroit. I'm better than hanging out on the block. I don't want to end up on a t-shirt like all my other friends. That's not me. And if you guys want to make that decision, I want to pray for you guys. I want you guys to come up here, and I want you guys to ask for help, because you can do it. If I can do it, anyone can do it. Any single one of you guys can do it, but you have to want it. Keep coming on Wednesdays. Keep getting involved with your captains. Keep helping out at Yogi Bear. Stay faithful, because in the end, you'll be better off. You won't be better than anyone, but you'll be better than that. You'll be better than Bed-Stuy. You'll be better than Brooklyn. You'll be better than the Bronx. So you guys can come up here, all right? If you guys wanna pray, Zanita's just gonna lead us in some worship, and I want to pray for you guys. So don't be scared. I know it can be intimidating. I know your friend might not think it's cool, but you know, like Zanita says all the time, your friends don't have a heaven or hell for you. Only God does. So you guys can come up here, and I want to pray for you guys.